Hi, I'm Nick,
Hi, I'm Gavin.
and together we're the Surrey Hills Smokers. The aim of this YouTube channel is to teach you from the basics to more advanced techniques of barbecuing, so you can get the best results you possibly can. In today's video, we're going to concentrate on offset cooking and lighting charcoal. We're going to cover what types of fuel to use, how to light it, setting up your barbecue for offset cooking, and then we're actually going to show you, or Gavin more correctly, is going to show you some cooking offset and how to get the best results out of your barbecue meal.
Today we're going to be cooking on the Weber Master Touch to show you exactly that. Okay, let's talk about charcoal. First things first, lumberwood charcoal. This one here is the catering grade charcoal, so this has actually got some quite large chunks in it. You can get the other stuff usually with the slightly smaller pieces. Really good still, but can fall through the grates. What we can also talk about is briquettes. Briquettes are a compressed combination of starch and wood pulp mixed together in a high pressure. Burn really quite well. It depends on what you really like using.
So Gavin, there's also that charcoal that's easy light charcoal. What should we say about that? Because I've got my views on it, I'm sure you've probably got your views on it as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, easy light charcoal, as good as it is for speed, the amount of actual paraffin that they actually soak the actual bag in for once, and as well as that, the actual charcoal has a tendency of leaving flavour on the actual meat that you're actually cooking, no matter what you do. As well as that, you can't add more during the cooking process, otherwise you literally are just adding paraffin to your meat.
And nobody wants any of their food to taste like paraffin.
Definitely not. Okay, let's talk about firelighters. This here is a wood wound firelighter with sort of a combination of wax and wood combined. Burns for about 8 minutes. That's about all you really need to get that charcoal going. This here is a wood pulp combination. It's again contains natural waxes, no chemicals, and actually burns about a similar sort of time to this. Then we're talking about the sort of block paraffin style firelighters. They are good if you haven't got anything else, but they will provide a flavour of paraffin to the meat that you don't really want if you haven't completely burnt them out. This is a chimney starter. This thing will make your life so much easier to light charcoal. Highly recommended. If you go out and get one, that's the first thing you're going to need. Okay, let's get this charcoal lit up. First we're going to put some newspaper under there, and we're going to use some of the woodies. Put them under both sides and light them. Simple as that. 15 minutes time, we're going to have some charcoal ready to go.
So we can see here the coals have just been lit. They're already starting to peak at the top here. This is shortly after Gavin lit the fire underneath the coals. Now we can see the fire has moved on. The coals have actually got visible flame at the top and the coals are starting to glow. Still not ready to go onto the grill yet, but very close. And here we go. The coals have dropped down. They're becoming white. The flame is a fierce hot flame. This is exactly at the point where you need to now put the coals into the fire.
Okay, now we're going to put the charcoal just down one side of the barbecue. This is the first stage of how to cook offset. Let's get the grill on so we can start burning it off. Make sure it's nice and clean before we start using it. Okay, now we're just going to brush down the grill. I'm using a wire brush today. Some people do say there is health concerns about this due to the fact that sometimes you get the bristles coming off and then they can go on the grill and into your food. Okay, that is true, but it's a bit of a common sense situation. Usually only happens with the cheaper brushes for one, and if you get something like this one, which is a Weber one, it's very well built. So don't usually fall apart. So what we do, we clean the grills down, and afterwards what we do, we use a little bit of vegetable oil on a tissue. Using some tongs, hold the tongs and hold the paper, and then clean the leftover junk off the grill. This way, for saying sake, if a bristle did come out, you're going to get rid of that. It's either going to go on the tissue or it's going to fall into the base of the barbecue. Also, at the same time, you're putting a non-stick coating on the actual grill to prevent things sticking to it. Now let's get these burgers on. Just to offset, so we're not actually over direct heat. This way your burgers can cook without burning. At the end of the day, you want charcoal under the grill, not on top of it. Okay, now that we've got all the burgers offset from the direct heat, set your vent over the top of the meat. This way you're going to pull the heat over the top of it, causing convection heat. That way you can guarantee that your burgers are going to start cooking without burning.
Yep, guess who forgot to turn the mic on for this segment? That would be me. Anyway, so what Gavin's doing here is he's turning the food. Now, it's very important that when you do turn the food and it's part cooked or raw, you don't use the same tongs. So have two sets of tongs. In this case, Gavin's using his hands. Because it's indirect cooking, it's not crazy hot, but do be careful. We don't want you burning yourselves, so use your best judgment.
Okay, now you can move this across into the direct heat zone. This way you actually get more colour on the meat without burning it. You can control that now. The actual process on the back of there is called the Maillard effect, giving extra flavour to the actual meat itself. If you don't do this, it doesn't get that much. Okay, that's it. Burger's done. Great colour, nice and juicy, and absolutely not burnt to a crisp. The exact reason why you do indirect cooking on a barbecue. Perfect results every time, and everybody's going to want you to come back for more. Well, there you go. Now it's just a good way to show you how easy it is to use indirect cooking and to get such great results without having burnt food. We've also showed you today ways to light that charcoal, and also the different types of charcoal and heat sources you can do using this.
So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. It's our first video. Probably got some things wrong, but there you go. It's a learning curve. Do be sure to hit that subscribe button down in the far corner down here. Also click the bell so when we do new content you'll get notified immediately. We're also on social media on Facebook and Instagram. You just need to search for Surrey Hills Smokers. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon.